great time out there at Summer League.
We had a blast, but it's time to get back to the studio because we've got a game to finish.
Woo, 2K23 right around the corner. While you were out there in Vegas, I was catching up with some of the dev team to share some insights on NBA 2K23. I can't wait to share it with all of you.
Until then, make sure you're following us on social media. We're at NBA2K_2KTV.
We'll see you soon, and enjoy the game.
Bye.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA. And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare for the game and the task ahead. Welcome everybody to another presentation of the NBA live on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter is David Aldridge. DA, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron James is tied for the third most MVP awards all time. He's also tied for the most second-place finishes. Frank Vogel said it's a mistake to go season after season without voting the best player in the league as MVP. LeBron says, I should have more than 4, but I don't cry about it. I bet a lot of the greats feel the same. Kevin?
They probably do, and we certainly know how LeBron feels. David, thank you. Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. You take a look at Los Angeles. They've been in peak form as we've watched them play some tremendous basketball with an eye toward the postseason.
You know, for Los Angeles, they have caught the entire league off guard. This was not a position anyone thought they'd be in at this stage of the season.
And the credit belongs to them for what they did and didn't do during the offseason. I mean, they had a vision, they set it out, and they've stayed true to it.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. And in at the forward positions, Hunter and Collins. Young and Bogdanovich, they have the guard duty. And it's Capella in at center. And for the Lakers, Anthony is out there with Anthony Davis. Then it's Kendrick Nunn. And it's LeBron James. And it's Bradley in at the shooting guard position. A couple of great big men in the middle tonight, Greg. Center matchups are far from traditional these days, but this should be fun to watch.
Especially, Kevin, once you get into the small ball lineup. I mean, we've seen guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the 5.
Looking at the last game for the Atlanta Hawks, it was a loss to the Kings in Sacramento. Nunn against Young. Over Nunn. Not enough on that one as it misses. And so it's Nunn with it. He brings it up for Los Angeles. And this matchup with the Hawks is their first meeting of the season.
Yeah, and they got the better of this matchup both times they faced off last season. They still have their number.
Well, the sample size wasn't that big. I mean, 2 games, not a lot to go on. But they are 2 teams at the top of the pile in each of their conferences. And because of that, I expect it to be competitive.
Such an instinctual player. Young often sees the opportunity before anyone else.
Basket good.
And once he got to the 10, he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here's Capella. We saw him with 19 points his last outing.
Right there on display for you was Clint Capella's continuing growth offensively. Eyes up, ready to make the next pass before he got the ball.
Well, the backstory of Clint Capella is interesting, as he was only the second player from Switzerland to make it to the NBA.
Yeah, Kevin, you know, you don't think of basketball right away when you think of Switzerland, but the game has grown so much in Europe over the years. Guys like Capella, who might have gone into soccer at one point, are now gravitating towards hoops.
Here's Nunn. No good with the triple. For Atlanta, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And finish off by Collins.
I'm sure his teammates love having a guy like Collins on the receiving end of those alley-oops. As fun an assist as you'll get.
Now here's Davis. He had 15 points last out.
He is looking confident Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
A three from Bogdanovich. Rebounded by the Lakers. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger, and we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And, you know, confidence is key there. They seem to play with a ton of it, especially on the offensive end.
Now, here's Collins. Following the miss by Carmelo Anthony. Shot by Collins, no good.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And they pick up two.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. 23 points his last outing, and the foul on Avery Bradley. That's his first foul. Howard's checked in for Los Angeles. Monk comes in for LeBron. Then for the Hawks, Okongwu comes in for Clint Capella. And it's Gallinari in for Collins. How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
Outside, Bogdanovich. Okongwu with it, working on Howard. It's good. Nice touch there from Okongwu.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He wouldn't waste any time cutting through it.
The shot's good from Monk.
Monk's got deceptive strength. You got to respect that. I mean, the defense throwing themselves all over him and at him, but he's still concentrating and knocking down the shot.
Now, here is Young. He had a 30-point outing their last game against San Clemente.
And his passing was also off the charts in that game. In just about every aspect of their offense, he was dialed in.
And the Lakers with some changes. Reeves is checked in, and DJ Augustine subbed in for Kendrick Nunn. Then for the Hawks, Jang, he's checked in for Hunter. Kevin Huerter comes in for Bogdanovich, and it's Wright in for Young. Here's Monk. Playing Sacramento, he was nearly unstoppable. Reeves gets the bucket.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Here's Huerter after Los Angeles picked up 3 with their last shot. Gallinari passes to Jang. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Yeah, out of the pick and roll. Jang's size and athleticism makes him an excellent target.
Monk for 3, and again Los Angeles with a triple.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And it's Wright with the ball for the Hawks. They trail by 7. There's the pass to Gallinari. Here's Huerter, and they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Yeah, his teammates are going to like Gallinari more and more with every one of those passes. Good job to set up for a wide-open look.
Now, here's Monk. 5 points in the game. Here's Davis. And too long on the shot.
Boy, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
And it's DJ Augustine with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Okongwu kicks to Jang. Pass to Gallinari. Back to Jang. Shot clock at 5. Pulls up on the elbow. And again, it's Atlanta's advantage.
There's Gallinari working hard, being productive for his team. His effort always impressive.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts. And a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up. Lakers shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
At the line for your home team, Dwight Howard.
What's up?
That's good from Howard.
And when you think of Howard, defense and rebounding immediately comes to mind. I mean, he knows his role and plays it pretty well.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Huerter passes to Jang. And right with the basket on the assist by Chang.
And the team got excited about that one. Wright felt the contact, but still managed to finish through.
Reeves the pass to Davis. Over Okongwu. Gallinari with the rebound.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
But, you know, I hear you. That's a good look. But when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. Lakers lead by 3. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. This has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the opening man and getting some easy baskets.
Another thing they've been doing so far tonight is knocking down the jump shot.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So for the Lakers right now, DJ Augustine out there with Malik Monk. Then there's Howard. Then it's Anthony. And it's Reeves in at the small forward. That shot, no good. The Hawks trail by 3.
Home team foul.
For the Hawks, Clint Capella, he's checked in for Gorky Dan. Collins comes in for Okongwu. Young is subbed in for Gallinari. Capella against James. Knocked loose. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Atlanta Hawks are back. Last season, they won the Southeast Division for the first time in 6 seasons. With quality players at every position, things are starting to gel. Trae Young said, "This feels good. We just have a lot of belief in each other." As they are poised to beat for a long time.
Well, they've clearly made the turn, David. Thanks.
Nice floor awareness that time from Wright. Spots the gap and then finds the open man.
Bradley kicks to Augustine. Collins against LeBron. Over Collins. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Collins.
Hey, you want to try to guard LeBron, good luck. I mean, the King is impossible to stop. Fast, strong, smart, tough, creative, draws lots of fouls.
And the first one at the line is good. Hey, Greg, you had a lot of success playing in college and the NBA, but what was the most fun you ever had playing with a team?
That's a tough call, Kevin. I mean, winning tends to be the most fun, so I'd have to probably say my UNLV team, but we had some great teams with the Knicks, and don't forget about my Blazers. They were also a really competitive team.
You know, it really seems strange to say, but as big an impact as LeBron's made as a basketball player, he's making an even bigger impact off the court. His philanthropy, his activism. Tell you what, this guy's a special person. I really believe he's going to be a case study of how an athlete can leverage his stardom, his celebrity, his resources in a way that leaves a lasting, impactful legacy for many, many years to come.
And what I admire about Hunter is that opportunistic attitude. This kid just makes things happen. And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them the
last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
In his first game after starting in the 2020 All-Star game, Trae Young had an incredible night, dropping 50 points against the Miami Heat.
And Young became the 4th youngest NBA player to get to 50. Only Devin Booker, LeBron, and Brandon Jennings got to 50 in a game at a younger age. Perhaps the most impressive part of Trae's performance, he did it against Coach Eric Spoelstra's Miami Heat, one of the top defensive teams in the league.
And so it's Young who brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. 8-point game. After this one, they take on the Clippers at the Staples Center. That team is a little road-weary right now. That is the 6th consecutive game away from home.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They got to offer more resistance here.
Vegas has checked in for Los Angeles. Los Angeles leading by 6. And here's James outside. He doesn't hit that one. Collins with some nice D for Atlanta. They've gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Hunter's got 5 points now this quarter.
A very consistent three-point shooter. Hunter shoots it well from there because of how confident he is.
And Bradley gets it to go. The Hawks trail by 5. Young dishes to Hunter. Collins looking around. Poke loose. Young passes to Collins. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Bogdanovich in Atlanta again with the bucket.
A big man who does a little bit of everything. Collins' team-first attitude shining through with that terrific pass.
The shot's good from Monk.
Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
And so it's Atlanta with it. Here's Young. And get a load of his scoring totals. Huge numbers for him. An average of just about 29 points a game.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Kicks it out to Collins. Back to Bogdanovich. Young outside. Pocket 4. And it's the Lakers on the break. Monk's got the ball. On the wing, Monk. Over Hunter. Again, Los Angeles.
Well, once Monk finds his rhythm, he wants to let it go as much as possible, and he's capable of heating up fast.
And now, first timeout called here for the Hawks. And it's a completely new group for Atlanta. .58 seconds left in the first half. And here is Wright. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. And now Augustine pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Gets it to go. That one good from Nunn.
Yep, you know, after a scoreless first period, he's really turned it up a notch, building some momentum.
Pass to Okongwu. Down low. And Okongwu slams it in.
Well, I'll tell you what, his vertical is awesome, off the charts. A short center who still makes his presence felt. Great pass that time by DJ Augustine.
The Hawks trail by 8. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. And it's sent back by Howard.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
Wright against Davis. Wright looking around. Got it up. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's Los Angeles holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. A chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot. Dwight, what are you seeing from your opponent tonight?
They're tough teams. You know, they play hard, they play together, they move the ball, and they know how to play within the offense. You know? And we've been doing a better job on the defensive end. And I think tonight we came out with the right mentality. We just got to keep it up.
Dwight, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks, Kenny.
Hey, folks.
Say hey to the folks, Shaq.
Hey, folks.
Hey, let's get this party started. Looking at the Lakers. And, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the home team.
The production they've gotten for their bench has been phenomenalistic. I don't know if that's a word, but it sounded good. I mean, as we know, depth is important to any team's success. They're demonstrating that. And who knows, it might get the starters a kick in the pants. No one wants to be outside.
Talk to me, kid. How did you think Atlanta played?
Well, don't get me started with their perimeter D. They're standing around flat-footed, not closing down on shooters quickly enough. The result is way too many open threes, and at halftime, the deficit, that couldn't be avoided.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Really an incredible game from Malik Monk.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. And so Young will bring it up for Atlanta. Trailing here by 8. And on the floor for Nate McMillan starting the second half. Collins and Capella make up the inside pair. Young and Bogdanovich, they have the guard duty. And it's Hunter in at the 3 spot. And finished off by Collins.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer.
You wouldn't know that the team's trailing when they're able to pull off plays like that.
Young dishes to Capella. And Bogdanovich kicks to Young. Pass to Collins. Just 5 on the clock. Capella finds Young. 3-pointer. A rebound by the Lakers. Nunn's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. James in the post. Capella's there. Right side Davis. And here's Bradley from 3. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feet. Davis has got 4 assists now tonight.
You know, they've got to make him earn those 3s. Play off of him, and he's automatic from that distance.
And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
Young with the ball. Picked up by Davis. And here comes the break. Floats it up for Davis. And it's Davis with the jam.
No stopping that. AD is too long and strong to bother that alley-oop.
Here's Young. Over a minute and a half into the 3rd quarter of action. To stop the run. A 3, Hunter. And the 3 ball is good. Hunter's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Well, as for them being behind in this game, you certainly can't put any of it on his shoulders. He's been tremendous offensively.
Los Angeles calls timeout. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Good evening, Kevin. Now, the NBA does get high marks for its diversity, but there is some frustration on that front when you look at head coaches and front office positions. All-star Karl Anthony Towns said, men of color deserve a chance to lead a team, run an organization, and make their mark. Not just with a jersey on. Guys?
Thank you, David. The Lakers making a switch here. Howard's checked in. And now another look at that mobile 1 block defensive performance.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Not as good in the Los Angeles leads. Cut down to 11 on the bucket from Bogdanovich.
Well, I like this execution coming out of the half. Solid. 3 for 4 from the field so far.
James, the pass to Carmelo. Back to James. That one falls, coming off Anthony's feet. Anthony's got his 4th assist in this one.
Oh, great ball movement there.
To the middle, here's Hunter, and it's Hunter with the jam.
And boy, when Hunter's aggressive, good things seem to happen for him and his team.
Outside Brent. Lakers passing it around. Hunter against Anthony. Puts up a 3. None. Can't get it to fall. The Hawks trail by 12. Here's Bogdanovich. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
To the inside, Collins, and finished off by Collins.
This is as easy as it gets for Collins. Once he establishes position, the defense is tested. Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
Atlanta's gone 4 of 6 from outside the arc tonight. Time call here. The Hawks decide to talk it over.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the 3rd quarter of play now. Anthony with the block. To the paint. Here's Reeves. And Anthony gets it to go. And now is a 12-point Laker lead.
Yeah, just superb focus there from Melo. Overpowering the D and still finishes.
And Okongwu slams it in.
And no doubt, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
Right with it. And so the ball out of bounds. Howard touched it last. Here's Okongwu. And they call the foul, so he's got the and 1 chance here to make it a 3-point play.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
Something we've also seen them doing tonight is getting the long ball to go down. Big points from outside.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
And at 78%, he's been a consistent shooter at the line for them all season long.
And I'll tell you guys, I mean, to see the improvement he's made in his free throw shooting in the space of just 1 season, I think it's been remarkable.
And he's good on the second. Lakers leading by 8. Augustine finds Howard, and it's slammed in by Howard.
Dwight Howard is a big, strong, active guy. Even when you hit him, he still is able to muscle through the contact.
This is his second attempt at the line tonight.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low number.
And I know he's got to be upset at himself for shooting so poorly at the line. So I would think he'll be doing everything he can to bring those numbers up.
Here's Herder. And it's blocked. And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. Lets it go from deep. Traps in the tray. Herder's got 6 points.
Nice look from Gallinari there. The Italian showing some unselfishness and hitting his teammate in rhythm.
And there's the pass to Monk. Over Gallinari. Out of bounds. Atlanta takes possession. Los Angeles making a switch here.
Anthony Davis. William Gabriel.
And it's Wright with the ball for the Hawks. 8-point game. And it's T.J. Augustine with the foul. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. The Hawks have gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And guys, that's really an upgrade over how they shot last season. Not a huge upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless.
Jordan, he's checked in for Los Angeles.
Well, you know, you've got to really appreciate DeLon Wright's relentless desire to get better. I mean, this guy's constantly trying to hold his craft.
He has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Okongwu dishes to Wright. Inside. Good on that shot. With that, the Los Angeles lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Okongwu. Passes it to Augustine. And he drives in. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Augustine's got his first 2 points.
You know, it's obvious and easy to talk about Augustine's speed. He's a speed merchant. But how about his creativity there?
Here's Gallinari. Can't hit from 12. And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. Los Angeles on top. They lead by 8. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Los Angeles leading by 8. You've got Malik Monk. Davis is out there with LeBron James. Then it's Kendrick Nunn. And it's Reeves in at small forward.
Even when the defense is stellar, Davis still able to score the ball. That's what makes him an elite talent. He can make hard shots look easy.
And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it.
That might indeed ignite a spark in this team.
And nice job taking what the defenders gave him. But these guys need a gut check right now.
Well, that's exactly the kind of defense that's gotten them into the hole.
Pass to Monk. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Reeves gets the bucket. And the Lakers lead by 11.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved. 1 triple for him in the first half. Now he's hit another.
And that's out of bounds. The Lakers will be taking possession.
Gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Carmelo Anthony is checked in for the Lakers. Bradley comes in for Malik Monk. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. Collins comes in for Gallinari. DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for Kevin Herter. Young is subbed in for DeLon Wright. He goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hunter. Los Angeles leading by 8. Outside Bradley. Davis kicks to Bradley. Over Bogdanovich. And again, no good by the Lakers.
Tell you what, that is a missed opportunity from mid-range for sure. With as little defense as was shown, should have made that one.
It's tipped and stolen by Bogdanovich. Driving inside. Count it. And he's now 8 of 9 from the floor.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
Boy, I tell you what, the hole would be a lot deeper if he wasn't being as efficient as he's been so far.
Kicks it out to Collins. Lets the 3 fly. That shot off. So the Lakers will take it the other way. They've led by as many as 14 points. Next up on the schedule, the Grizzlies. That'll be a home game. That'll be the final game of this 5-game homestand. James with the bucket.
Boy, he's having a great half here. Exactly the opposite of the first.
At the top of the key, Capella. To the inside. Bogdanovich. Now he's 9 of 10.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Frank Vogel talk to his team during the break. His demeanor was not one of a coach whose team was well ahead. He said this is the time to turn up the heat, make one final push, and try to close out strong. We'll see if they were listening, guys.
Thank you, David. A nice shot by Young.
He's really clever with the basketball. Young's so advanced offensively. Excellent pull-up jumper there.
Davis, the pass to Anthony. LeBron against Hunter. LeBron outside. Shot clock at 6. They get the rebound. Anthony with the bucket.
I love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Anthony Davis. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the 4th quarter. Young outside. Kicks to Capella. Pass to Bogdanovich. Here's Young. That ball. Nice read that time from Bogdanovich.
Game tightening up. No problem. Put the ball in Young's hand and let the young fella go to work.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
Hey, Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes, a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Anthony Davis.
Sensational game for him in terms of shooting efficiency. He's taken nothing but high percentage shots. That's how he's managed to hit over 60% from the field. I mean, making just about everything he's looked at.
Lakers leading by 4. Nunn passes to James. Back to Nunn. And here's Bradley from 3. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals. 5 for 8 in the game.
Nice stroke from long range. And if he keeps getting those opportunities, he better take them.
Tipped away. Stolen by Nunn. And stolen by Bogdanovich. Bradley against Young. In the foul on Avery Bradley. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. There's 1:47 left in the 4th. Young against Nunn. Lob pass to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
So good to see the role players stepping up in big moments. That's a big basket for Clint Capella.
The pass to Howard. Here's Anthony. Score the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Defensively, you just can't afford to give these easy looks up. Just asking to get burned if you do.
Anthony with the block. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession. We've got 1:23 left in the fourth quarter. And here's Collins from outside. That's in, coming off the assist from Young.
And pressure doesn't get to Collins. Baskets like that prove how locked in he is.
And I love seeing Anthony come up with big plays in these moments because his team is dependent on him to score, especially when the game is tight.
Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. The Hawks working the ball around. Good! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And you love how instant Collins' shot can be. Gets a pass and wastes no time in releasing it.
James with it. He's picked up by Collins.
A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
Here's Bogdanovich. Got it. And that shot pushes them to within just 1.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Here's James. Money! Time call here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 3. We've got 28 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Dishes to Hunter. And Young kicks to Capella. Hunter on the wing. Second chance effort. And sent back by Howard.
Excellent timing by Howard. He knows exactly when to jump to deny a shot.
And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get him to the penalty.
You have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game.
Exactly. I mean, got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're up by 3. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one, and that's an intentional foul.
Shooting for your home team, LeBron James.
He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point push-up. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game.
And that's Curtin's for some really good work at the charity strike to close this one out.
Nails the tray.
And we saw this in the national title game. Hunter embracing the moment and delivering in front. No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock is the priority.
And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there. So it's Los Angeles taking the W in the fifth. What a show they put on here home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You gotta love being on edge of your seat and just wondering what's gonna happen. How is this thing gonna play out?
And now, let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline for our player of the game. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, AD. Things got tight down the stretch. What enabled you to close it out?
We just wanted to, make sure that we keep playing with pace, get some stops defensively, and they made some shots towards the end, but we just want to make sure that we come out and play defense every night, get back to being that defensive-minded team and, get stops and run.
It was a...
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Allman, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long, everyone.